Hello. Hello, world. I am so excited about tonight's episode of 10 Minutes of Transformation. Um, we're going to go on in about 60 seconds. I just wanted to make sure everything was working properly. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Hi, Tony. Thanks for joining. So glad you're with us. Hi, Audrey. How you doing tonight? So good to see everybody. I am going to get started. It is 10 o'clock, and I am so excited because there are going to be people that are going to be watching this live, and also they're going to be watching the replays. So I'm really excited about getting started with our 10 minutes of transformation. Just 10 minutes, and I want to thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm really here to help share some transformational tidbits for you. And I'm just excited about this opportunity to help those who might really be excited about seeing transformation in their life. I am your transformational executive coach, and I'm here to help you with your goals to see dynamic change in your life. And I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. So if you are serious about seeing change in your life, then just write in the comment box, change, C-H-A-N-G. Just let me know that you're serious and I'm talking to the right people. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Wayne. Haven't seen you for a while. Calvin, it's nice to see you. I just want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. So just write in the comment box, change, because you want to see a change in your life. Come on, I'm looking. Whoever's really serious, just put change in the box. So tonight's word, because I'm going to get right into it, tonight's word is overwhelm. Now, that's something else we might want to find out. If there's anybody overwhelmed tonight, then what I have to say, awesome, Sharon. Thank you so much. Trixie, what I have to say is going to help a lot of people, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Now, the definition for overwhelmed is to flood, engulf. It's to bury or to drown beneath a huge mass. It's to defeat completely, or to give too much of a thing to someone, or just completely inundate. I don't know about you, but I know. Thanks, Ruth, for joining in. Thanks, Ramona and Reverend McMillan. So good to see you all. I know that if you might be feeling overwhelmed, I know what that feels like. I know I have been overwhelmed several times in my life, at several points in my life. So if I'm talking to you, then just say, put in the chat box, you're talking to me. But being overwhelmed is a very serious condition. It's a very serious experience. But I want to teach you something, or challenge you with something that could help you whenever you begin to feel overwhelmed, especially when we look at this idea of being, this feeling of drowning. That means that you are feeling like you're overwhelmed about what's going on in your life. But what I've learned how to do, especially when I feel like something is overwhelming me, what I do, what I make up my mind to do, is I intentionally make up my mind to not let something overwhelm me, but see how I can overwhelm it. And this is what I'm trying to help you with, Ruth, because you said you've been feeling overwhelmed and you're overcoming. And I get that. It happens to the best of us because life just happens and there's so much going on around us that we can get overwhelmed. But here's what I'm trying to help you understand. You have to be able to have a strategy that when you really, that overwhelming feeling is a message. It's a signpost. It's trying to tell you something. Listen, is what it's really telling you is to take control. Take control of what is taking control of you. Do not let circumstances overwhelm you, but you have to now overwhelm it. For example, You might be feeling buried or drowning in whatever it is that you might be going through. Maybe let's start with debt. You might feel that you're drowning in debt. Well, let me explain something to you. That is a reversible situation. And so you need to start getting out of debt. That's the first thing. And you have a plan to get out of debt. And you got to stay focused on the plan. Because if you stay focused on the drowning, it will overwhelm you and it will overtake you. And so the bottom line here is that you now have to turn it around. If you get that, write it in the chat box, in the comment box. Turn it around. I'm going to turn it around. So whatever is overwhelming you, whether it be a situation on your job, if the work is overwhelming you, you now have to put a strategy in place. There it is. Put a strategy. Hi, Adrian. Put a strategy in place to turn around the thing that's trying to overwhelm you and overcome you. And oftentimes we succumb to the thing that's trying to drown us or flood us or get us under. And what we have to do is turn it over and get it under us, because we have the power, we have the strength, and we have the ability and the capability. Now, sometimes you might feel like you're not able to do that. And that's where a supportive coach comes in, a supportive friend comes in to help you to see the solution to the problem that you might be having. And sometimes you just can't pull it off. And it's okay. There it is. You need a strategy. Thanks, Adrian. You have to strategize. And this is what I said earlier. And always have a strategy in place whenever you feel like things are overwhelming you. And here's the strategy that I said earlier. Whenever something is feeling like it's overtaking you, you overtake it. Get a plan in place. How am I going to we talked about drowning in debt. We talked about not only drowning in debt, we talked about being overwhelmed at work. How about relationships? You feel overwhelmed in a relationship. Giving too much of a thing. That's part of the definition. Giving too much of yourself in a relationship. All of this is fixable. And the overwhelming feeling is designed to make you feel like it's never going to end. But I'm here to tell you tonight, and I just have a few more minutes, I'm here to tell you that it is possible to fix the situation. It is possible to change. It is possible to transform. It is possible to turn the situation completely around, but that has to be your strategy and your game plan. And so if you have a game plan, then when the situation comes and the circumstances come and they feel overwhelming, you will be able to overcome it. If you didn't hear anything else I said today, what I'm saying is that you have to be able to have a strategy from the onset. And that doesn't just happen. You don't have to wait for a situation or crisis to overtake you and to mess you up and tear you up. What you want to do is you want to already have a plan in place. And this is why I'm here tonight, to help you understand, to have a strategy, to be able to work it. And when the situation comes, you can master it. And you have the power to be the master of your own life. Too often, people feel like their life is out of control and there isn't anything they can do about it. But I'm here to tell you that's not true, that you can actually do the complete opposite and get in control of what's trying to get in control of you. And speaking of strategy, and speaking of getting in control, I want to let you know that I'm having a Dream Life Masterclass to give you the blueprint of intense strategy on how you could live the best possible life you can ever dream possible. That's going to be happening in January. Going to be held at the Pyramid Club. Got a lot of subject matter experts joining us. And if you feel like that's going to be helpful to you, I want to let you know it's going to be extremely limited seating. We're only going to work with a few people. And if that's you, I want to let you know that that's available to you. But for the meantime, I'll be in this Facebook Live for 100 days of sharing, helping, and loving people to be their best possible person. And with just one more minute, I'm so glad that you joined us. And please, if this really helped you, please send me your comments, send me your questions, send me anything that you feel like you need help with. I'll be more than happy to help you with those situations and those issues. In the meantime, I'm really excited about being here. I'm excited about helping and sharing. I personally have overcome a tremendous amount of obstacles, and now I want to help people do the same. And so I'm glad that you joined me. My 10 minutes are up, and I am Dr. Adams. I'm Dr. LaVerne Adams, and I am transformationally yours, and I want to help you in any way I can. Please reach out to me and let me know how I could be helpful to you. And with that, I want to say good night, and thank you so much for joining me. There's my timer, and that means I got to stop. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.